Finally, good morning, world. It's me, JaQurious Smith, also known as JQ, also known as 4799ville. I am here today to introduce myself and a little bit about what I do. Uh, I'm an artist, bona fide, authentic, one of a kind. I come from Memphis, Tennessee. Many people may not believe me based off of my persona, but that's neither here nor there. I'm here to get people to understand who I am, what I stand for, and why I do it. I'm a black man who love what he do. I walk at the beat of my own drum. I like going in a direction that feels best for me. I love looking out for my fellow comrades. But overall, I walk in the purpose of God. So our Heavenly Father leads my light and direction. That's why it's always a mystery around me. The Holy Spirit is real, and I have him in me. So, with that being said, we are already on a mystical journey that God is leading us to a beautiful ending that never ends. So in the meantime, I express that through my portraits that I create, videos that I produce, movies that I publish. Um, I've been on YouTube for like 5 years now, and everything is where it needs to be. I felt like throughout them 5 years, I was giving technology time to speed up because I was already living fast. Now I'm not out here killing, stealing, or destroying the communities. I'm out here building, rehabilitating, and healing the communities. I'm a role model. So, as a role model, I have big ass responsibilities. Um, Fast forward to now, you know, my career has been expanding as an artist. The journey started off very scary. Um, I didn't make the money I wanted to make at the time I wanted to make it. In fact, I made more. God worked very miraculously throughout my journey of life, and I'm just here as a vessel to show you that the testament is real. And this is just my testimony. But overall, I hope you gain wisdom from the words that bestows upon my mouth. Um, yeah, God led the way. I dropped out of college in 2018. Yeah, I attended Russ College in Holly Springs, Mississippi. HBCU, historical black institution it is. It was a beautiful, lovely time period. And I was having conflictions with either doing what I was told or doing what I was called to do. So, mind over matter. Um, I was growing sick one day, very ill from not doing art for a certain amount of time. It bothered my spirit. And when I made the sound decision to, remove myself from the institution of Russ College and walk my path, walk the path the Lord has gave me the wisdom to walk. And it was a decision that many people doubted me for, uh, misunderstood me for. forsaken me for. It was a journey I had to take because it was a beautiful reward in the end. I never question what the Lord has in store for me, even the crazy things that I may not know. It's already in store for me to just flow. You did. So I flew and I went back home. I went back to Memphis. I'm like, yo, let me get a spot. I got a spot. Uh, my homie, Ken, he came in. Yeah, man. Me and my boy Ken was roommates. You feel me? And we held it down. We held it down. And while holding it down, I learned a lot about, you know, people. You see, I was the only child my uh, 18 years of my life. I was the only child. You know what I'm saying? Until my mother had my little brother, James. And I was about 19, just entering college. You did. And I really had a responsibility of looking after a brother until I hit the streets, dropped out. And yeah, it was beautiful, man. I learned a hell of a lot from all the brethren that was around me and still are around me, you know. Um, Fast forward, me and my homie, lost the crib. Evictions is real. Niggas cannot hold up sometimes. It be happening. My bills be piling, jobs be changing, situations be ranging. We don't really control this system. However, God has a system that put us in control of our destiny, right? Because we have free will, but our will has to be of His in order to know where we're going. You did. So I knew then that God was teaching me something when I was around the people I was around, helping those who bit the hand that fed them, and forgiving those who knew not what they do. Um, Me and my homie moved to New York in 2019. Yeah, we hit the road January 1st. I'm sorry, no, January 5th, right? 1/5/2019. Yeah, we hit that shit. We head out there to New York. First spot, Ozone. Shout outs to Queens. I love it. Went straight to Ozone and niggas got a storage unit and just build up. I mean, you just got a storage unit, put that shit up and just voyage the land. Niggas thought we were nomads, but we were God men, children of God, you know, walking in a certain direction, searching for a certain source, right? And the source was within. Most of our situation and journeys was from within. The the um, the the answers to our problems was mostly within ourselves, and depending on the situation we were in or environment we were in, each environment holds a different set of conflictions that you have to find a pattern to, if you are on that level and frequency of thinking. So, we learned and went through our way through New York, ranging from Queens to Brooklyn, from Brooklyn to, you know, Harlem, from Harlem to the Bronx, from the Bronx down to Manhattan, from Manhattan to Gotham City. You did. We was just Tribeca, right? We were going all over, but while we were going over, we were definitely surviving. We were making money. How were you living? We were doing DoorDash just like you and the next common man, but we had a different business plan. You feel me? We'll get an Airbnb. Fuck it. Get a room. You know, or sometimes we just bomb it in the car because we're just so disciplined to the plan. But everyone isn't disciplined to the plan, and that's why I thought about making a live. I'm like, hey, maybe I can motivate many people out there in the world, because I'm not just talking to people in America. You know, I might be speaking to a soul in Brazil or Czechoslovakia or Ghana. You know, I might be speaking to a soul in Tokyo. You know, I might speak to a soul in Nairobi or England. You dig? You never know. Somebody from Mississippi or Chicago. You know what I'm saying? I might be talking to a soul out there in the water, in the air. You know, it doesn't matter. This voice that I speak is coming through mad frequencies that I'm trying to push the world to understand. Strength and guidance is through the Heavenly Father above us. Jesus Christ is Lord. But I'm not here to preach to you. I'm here to tell you my testimony at the same sense. You know, so going through New York taught me um, dedication and identification, right? See, I was dedicated to creating art. I came there with a purpose. Yo, I'm finna learn how to put my brand out here and learn these outlets where I can get these tools that I don't usually get in my city. And I'm gonna see how that shit work. And I wanna see how my audience is out here. What type of audience could I attract? Can I attract any audience? Let's put the pedal to the metal. So that's kind of what I was doing every day I woke up in New York. I just was getting bread, but I was focused on the art, the art, the art. No, the art. You feel me? Like everything was to fund the direction of the art. You see, many people are afraid to make their talent a business. I love it. It's like it makes sense. Like why wouldn't you work with your energy? You feel me? So I thought that was kind of crazy, and I just stood firm and just saying, you know, I believe that I can make bread off my creative talents. That's what the Heavenly Father gave me the skill to do. I just figured out how to make it work in this system that we are in today. You know, so it's okay getting a job, but when you're done learning, you're ready to expand quite naturally. So why not have a plan already in play so when that runs out, you can run in. You feel me? So I ran right in. I ran right within myself and was like, yo, nah, I'm gonna name my brand 4799. You know, many people ask, hey, what is 4799? Well, it's simply the day I became an artist. April 7, 1999. I drew an apple tree, and since that day, I've been creating. Yeah, it's real. It's real. It's real. So, with that being said, I've been focusing on simplifying the brand, right? Because the brand was first based off me. It was built off me, right? Identifying thyself. This brand wasn't built to be cool, right? I didn't make this brand to jump on some fly wave. Nah, I made this brand because I personally identified within myself, and I drew all the things that I felt and that represent who I am, which led to clearly seeing my vision of who I am for real. Really looking in the mirror, really like, oh, I see me. I see you. You are me. You feel me? Like, I love it because that's the mental clarity that one needs as you're growing in life as a man and as you're growing as an artist, right? Because many artists deal with a big amount of pressure of doubt, guilt, and shame because, you know, many people doubt you. Oh, you can't do this, or shame you. Oh, you think you good because you do this, you know, or guilt you. Oh, you doing this, but ain't giving nobody nothing this and that. You feel me? It's a whole lot of shim sham. You dig? It's like yo, I'm really trying to figure out who I am. And I'm just that great at figuring out who I am that I'm receiving the blessings of what God has given me. So I never try to look at a way of like, I have to give people this. I have to. Nah, God has called me to do certain things and called me to receive certain things and called me to give back. So you feel me? Like it's a pattern and you have to have your ear to the sky and hear the Lord's voice. But it's hard. It's a journey on its own. That's why I'm explaining mine. So when I made 4799 Ville, I thought about it. Yeah, why not make it a community? Ville, Nashville. It's a location, right? 4799 Ville. Ville was my heart. It's from the heart. It's coming from the location of the heart. Love. Love come from where? God. It's a symbol. I'm going back to the source. At the end of the day, it's just how you keep up with it. How you apply God in your life. Cause I do it this way. You feel me? This is how I do it, and He recognizes me through that. I hope you have a way. So if you don't have a way, look at my way and learn from this and see what you can do within yourself that you resonate with, that you can articulate upon the world. So that's what I do, and it's been 4799 Ville since 2015. I was in high school when I made my brand. 12th grade, 5th period, AP Art, Whitehaven High School, baby. I'm a tiger. I was out there in, I think it was Miss Catherine's class, and we started painting, and I always wanted to paint, like always. I just never had the tools. I grew up in a poverty area. Mom's really was able to give me things, but she didn't fund the things I believe in. That's just my prerogative, Ma. Sorry if I'm hurting your feelings. It's the truth. But yeah, like I got clothes, I got sneakers, but I never got an archive of canvases. I never went. I went to Hobby Lobby, right? I went to Art Center, right? But that was like one or twice, right? So that wasn't an active thing, right? So um, I was introduced to this area, but I wasn't consistently shopping at this area. You see, I had to find out what was my place because I went there and that was my favorite place at that time. And I thought Mom's was going to put me there some more, but I never got back there. It just became a once in a lifetime thing. So I always said when I got old enough, I'm gonna start going to my store. This is something I resonate with. As a child, I got excited looking at sketchbooks. I got excited looking at them paintbrushes and pencils, and I still to this day do. I get excited when I see an easel. You feel me? I get excited when I see canvases that I never touched or played with. Yeah, I get excited when I see the spray cans. What the clips, the glue sticks, the rulers, the markers, the color pencils, you feel me? The brittle papers, the different paper, the Italian paper, the what? I go crazy for the art store. You feel me? Because that's my land. That's my palace. That's my um, vortex universe where I go to make the art. These are my instruments, and that's kind of why I love what I love, man. It's like that drive. Nothing, no other store makes me have that feeling. I mean, like I love eating food, and I don't have that exhilarating feeling of purpose when I'm at like the places I go throughout my journey outside of the art store, because I know when I go to the art store, I'm finna do something purposeful, like beyond flesh, only in spirit. I'm finna, ooh, my God, But I love that feeling, man. It's exhilarating. It's exhilarating for sure, but I try a lot to maintain and stay in that feeling, but it requires a lot of focus, and that's kind of what my journey was all about, just focus. So fast forward after I left New York, I moved to New Jersey and got an art studio. Got a studio in Jersey, and I met my love. I met my love of my life. I went to Memphis, and I met my daughter's mother. I have a child, Jazer. Yeah, my family. Sierra. We all my family. You dig? So when I met Sierra, it was just like I knew she was gonna be my wife. It's just I didn't know how to articulate it, type thing. Um, we all went through things, and we learn through the things we go through, and we bestowed a beautiful child, and her name was Jazera, and still is Jazera. You feel me? Smith. Yeah, I mean, next generation. She's gonna watch this video eons ago and resonate with the Old Testament of what I'm building for her New Testament. So I love my family, and I grew up watching my grandmothers and grandfathers love their wives and their children and grow. So I followed the blueprint. And since I became a father, um, I got a lot more focus within my spirit, a little more fight in my heart, a little more determination in my soul. And that's kind of how I've been moving lately. Um, I'm not here for the chit chat. I can chit chat, but I can't chit chat for too long. Otherwise, we just talking shit. And talking shit can leave you doing nothing. I try to stay away from that, as far as possible. I can talk shit with my loved ones because I know we're going to be doing things purposeful. But if I'm talking shit to a stranger, it's a 50-50 chance. It could be good, it could be bad, it could be wasteful, it could be good and plentiful. So if I don't have that amount of time and focus, I just try not to put myself in those type, scenarios, also known as distractions. And we all have them. Distractions come in family, friends, and foes. And you just have to know how to identify what is about to approach before it approach, and prep your steps and order your steps. But that comes with praying first. You have to pray for guidance and ask the Lord for discernment. He will lead you to the way you must go. Hmm? Let your will be done. You gotta follow His will. So to come back, I'm sorry I segue. After I left Jersey, I came back to Memphis, created a family, and I built my company in my city. Now, the chapter of Memphis is so interesting because um, I I was known underground as an artist, right? Only certain places I went who knew I was an artist. Now, I did not have the exact same opportunity and chances to get my name known at an early age. I got my name known 19 at college. I used to draw my clients on campus, sorors or frats, fraternities or sororities, brothers and sisters. I would draw them, and they would commission me and pay me. And I did that for almost my whole year in college. And I continued to do it, which stretched me to doing outside projects. And from doing outside projects, um, I learned how to do business at 19, really. Like my art business started strengthening and flourishing at 19. You feel me? And I was making 50, 100, total average about 350 a day, about 600 a week, not including the little paychecks I make at AutoZone or O'Reilly's or whatever part-time job I was working. You feel me? I was making more dough painting pictures. That's how I do this shit gonna work. You feel me? I counted my first 150 on campus. I mean, fresh out of high school, nigga, dollar in a dream, a vision, and made that shit happen, bro. Memphis made me. Memphis paid me, and I just been a hustler, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just been so locked in. You know what I mean? Like I just be locked in, bro. I kick it with you and shit, but while I'm kicking it with you, I'm drawing and shit, and you talking shit while you talking shit. I'm making dreams and success happen, and you know, it's nothing to direct any negative energy to anybody. It's just clarifying what side you standing on. You standing on the side that's productive or non-productive. And if you're non-productive, I have to put you on hold because a productive person would understand the assignment quite naturally. So I love staying productive. It's where I'm safe. And yeah, man, I just locked in, and I've been making art money since 19, and it just started expanding each year. 20, it went from doing little sketch paper art. I remember 9 by 12 brittle paper. I was drawing people in animated toon version. Like I seen my art birth and blossom and grow. And it was a certain version that people liked at that time, an edition they loved. Then by 20, I drew another edition, and then 21, a different edition, 22. Like each year I grew, my editions grew, my skill grew. I drew people a different way every different time. I can draw you 3 times, and all three of them pictures gonna look different. You feel me? But it's you. You know what I'm saying? Perspective is everything. And, people just love my style. I was authentic, and I'm still authentic. You feel what I'm saying? I've been so into myself that I learned how to just do different parts of myself and different forms of myself with my art, like signature style. So it's just, I have a passion for what I do. And I'm gonna keep doing it. You feel me? And shit started getting more real when I got to Harlem, right? I seen my power eye to eye, eye and eye, full on, facing the fire. Like I seen my power in Harlem when I was at Arts and Ink Studio, uh, Puma Tattoo Shop. It was pretty dope. It was a nice time period, 6 months of learning how to be a tattoo apprentice. I was learning my skill in tattoo, and I learned from Naeem a lot of things at that time. But overall, there was a dividance in energy. But that energy was because I walked to my own beat, and I realized people were trying to box me in my beat. You can't put a box on nature. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna break that box. And I felt like I had my own swag and people weren't used to it. You know what I'm saying? So I was a different type of flavor in the air, and it probably rubbed some people the wrong way. But overall, I mean no harm. I was just really trying to learn, and really trying to see how is it that I need to do these things that I'm focused on, and I ain't need no distractions, and distractions came. So it caused me to relocate, and nothing's wrong with relocating. No bad blood, more power to them. I hope they all successful out there. I see them on Instagram. Shout outs to Sayon. I see you out there getting your shit going. I see these people I've had conversation of art with as uh, freshmen in the game, and now they seniors in the game now. And I salute them. My hats off to them. You feel me? I love what they doing out here. My boy Ty. I'm glad these brothers out here and these sisters out here really standing on their business. Ty got him an art studio. I'm a one day shout him out. Probably do a share screen and show love. I'm gonna do that with all my people I'm cool with. Like that's the whole purpose of this live, right? So not to segue, but this live that I'm gonna do this quite often, right? I'm gonna try to be on live at least 2 or 3 times out of the week, and I'm gonna call my live ABC. You know what I'm saying? Art, business, and conversation. And this is a safe haven for people to learn, you know, get educated, right? Love, nurture, and recognition, right? The clarity that we need as human beings on this planet in order to walk in the light of God and under His word and commandments. You feel me? We want to be at peace, balance, and plentifulness, right? Abundance, right? So that's what I made this live to do, and I'm going to be consistent and dedicated to this. You know, I can be the only brother in the building spitting this knowledge. Somebody gonna look at this live later, you know, and gather this message later, and it's going to magnify the soul. You feel me? I like watching lives on YouTube when I'm doing shit, cleaning up, walking, talking, or just even just chilling and vibing. I just want to hear a very um, mental clarification video that lets me know, you know, am I on the right track? Am I going in the right direction? All the second guesses that come to your mind, I want to gain clarity for you through my testimony or my journey that may be similar to yours. You know, so that's what these lives are based about. You know, and I'm gonna do my best at simplifying things. I know I may be all over the place, but that's just how life is. It's all over the place. 365, a cycle. You know, so 360 degrees, 365 days type shit. You know, so that's what my live's about. It's medication for your soul. ABC. We walking fundamentally. You know, art, business, and conversation. And we're gonna expand from there, you know. But to wrap up my journey, fast forward to now, you know, I'm in the studio in the city and Memphis, and I'm just focused on um, creating my business in a very powerful way. I want my business to help other people. See, I don't want an art business that's just all about me. Um, I have different versions of me, you know, so it's like it can never be just about me. I like being everywhere but nowhere and somewhere helping somebody. You feel me? And these are my way of doing it, being on Instagram or YouTube Live or however. I want to open these portals where we learn about these different businesses and learn about these different things that people do, and we have access, and we're able to not only invest but support and gain support from those type people as well. I'm trying to create a like-minded community, pretty much, because a positive like-minded community, a fruitful like-minded community where people actually support and invest, actually understand and hear, actually reason. Iron sharpens iron, a man sharpens another. You know, actually love back. We trying to bring and pump love back in the community. Um, you know, that's my focus as a African American man. There's not enough love in my African American communities, but I definitely see a lot of love in my American communities or my Hispanic communities or my Korean communities. But I want to kind of target my African American community because if we can do that, a lot of things can change for the better, right? Instead of the worse. You know, crime, you know, uh, people getting evicted, you know, real life shit. You feel me? Like poverty restricted world we live in. And mostly African American people withstand these type of struggles. And I want to help them understand that it's a way out here in life outside of employment. You may have to sit down, crack down, and learn how to build a business. It's vital. You know, either you're going to work for a business or you're going to build a business. And after you work for a business, it should be a cutoff period. And you should want to learn how to build a business. And that's kind of what my journey is about. I wanted to build a business and I built the business. And I'm maintaining the business in different aspects, not one, but you have to divide your energy and multiply your energy at the same sense of adding your energy and subtracting. Like you must follow PEMDAS. You feel me? And the PEMDAS is parentheses, exponent, multiply, divide, add, subtract. You have to do that. It's necessary. You know, it's a formula for a reason because it's a tool that you must use. And you got to put the work in. You got to want to do it. And if you don't want to do it, you ain't going to ever get it. So I just want to make communities where people know that and we can be that example of strength, power, and consistency. You know, money is not the only factor here. Money just helps get the shit going. What's the factor is the mentality. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. Shout outs to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, and I don't want. Well, it's not about what I want, because I see a lot of people waste their minds, and it hurts my soul. It breaks my heart sometimes, because I see it on their face, and I just pray for them. You know what I mean? It's just good to recognize that some people in pain and we need some healing. So somebody got to stand up and do it. And shit, I guess I'll be that somebody. You feel me? With my paintbrush and my hat and my baby. We out here. You know, we're being that example of success, uh, love, power, uh, God, you know. So that's all what 4799 Ville stems for. It stems from all of that. 38 minutes of what I've said has stemmed from that. So when you see me, you see culture, you see history, you see what was and still is, you know, authenticity. You see an aficionado, and you too can be an aficionado. You too can be authentic, and I walk this walk and talk this talk for you, so that you too can be what it is that I am. And that's just pretty much it, you know. That's pretty much the art and the business and the conversation. So when when I continue to make these videos, they are not to just rant. They are not to just vent. They are to heal, you know, and replay the video if you miss something. I mean, I do it all the time. It works, you know. So fast forward to now, I run a mobile art business, which you can book me for your next event. So a mobile art business is you pretty much get the museum brought to you. So let's say you got a birthday party, you want to surprise your grandma, and you're like, hey, grandma, you know, I got a grandma coming up. She's about to be 80, about to be 50 people there, and we want to have a good time. Okay, cool. Book me for about 3 hours. It's going to be about 400. And I'm going to draw. I have a drawing station where people can come up and get drawn. And they have the right to get drawn on site because you booked me. But if they would like to give me a tip, then they can do that too. So it's fun for the crowd and it's fun for the person who is booking me. And that's what I do. I create beautiful portraits of beautiful moments so that people can remember these beautiful times in this wicked world. You know, so it's a time capsule of memory. You know, I strengthen the mind, and that's what my art do. It strengthens your heart, your mind, your soul, and that's I can't tell you how many clients I gave my portrait and I seen them smile or cry, man, and joy. You know, it's beautiful. I do something that heals people's souls. It's not about money necessarily. It's just really about the healing. I like healing people through creativity, and I've seen it like over 100 to 1,000 times. The effects of my art, and I want to continue to do it. And you know, many people commission me for works of art right now. You know, I have a work of art right here. You know, I'm commissioned to create this beautiful body of work for a company, a black-owned company who specializes in bouncy houses and activity parties and things of that nature. And they've been in business for over 25 plus years. And these are the founders, the mother on the bottom and the father at the top. I thought this was real dope because this is something I dream to be someday. And this is kind of where it is, man. What's that? Who said that? Wishing you well, even though we no longer speak. Oh, I appreciate you. I'm a man. I appreciate you, a man. I don't even. I appreciate you, brother. Hey, we speaking right now. You know what I mean? We speaking right now, and that's all that matters. You dig? Love on the land. I salute to you. Yeah. So this is something that I made that I resonate with for a client that I'm currently working with. I really want to complete this portrait in a good amount of time, probably by the end of this week. But I've been working on this for about, I believe, 2.5 weeks worth of work, and this is an oil painting. So with oil, it's blendable, it's still wet, you know, and it's beautiful. I really love it. I haven't played with oil in the past 3 years, so it felt good jumping back on the oil and just really testing it out because oil is simply, it's like wet graphite. If you understand how to draw graphite, like with graphite or charcoal, it's pretty much that, but in a paint version. From my perspective as an artist, that's why I'm able to tone and blend it so well. But yeah, I love this shit, man, and I'm gonna keep doing this shit for sure. You know, um, that's a little bit about what I'm on, what I do, and what I stand for. My motto to my brand is never leave or forsake. Yeah, Deuteronomy 31:6. In the Bible, God said He would never leave or forsake you. And I believe that in my heart because He never left, nor has He ever forsaken me. Many have, though. Many have. And I know the feeling of being left and forsaken. It's not a beautiful feeling. So to know God never left me, nor has He forsaken me, just gave me strength in my heart and soul, and causes me to stay focused on Him and only Him. As He is in me. So that's why I'm able to recognize myself, the God within. Because God is in me. I'm a vessel. I'm just on this planet to do the will and connect the people back to humanity, balance humanity back out. That's what I do every day. 25/8. I love doing that. Um, as a Libra man, I like to keep things balanced. You know, we scale things up. And in closing, right? In closing, to make my closing, I just want to say whatever journey you're on, whatever you're going through, keep going through it. Yeah, I mean that's what I had to do. I I wanted to give up, but I knew if I gave up, um, what was it for? If you're gonna give up on something, why did you do it in the first place? So hold yourself accountable on your journey. You know, don't get in your way. You are your own worst enemy. Don't get in your fucking way. I've been in my own way about a couple times. It happens. But the best way to identify you getting in your own way is look at your results, look at your actions, study your past performance, see if you're strengthening or weakening, and lock in and tighten that shit up. Really. Lock in, tighten that shit up, man. Straighten it out. You know what I mean? Straighten that shit out. And when you straighten that shit out, you'll be straight. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't straighten shit out, you can't talk about shit straight. Ain't shit straight if you ain't straighten it out. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta talk to yourself like that and be real with yourself. Are you straightening this shit out? And if you ain't straightening this shit out, man. So like be real with yourself on your journey. Because you can lie to yourself and nothing nothing is good when you lie to yourself. Trust me. I've lied to myself one time and never again. It was something simple as eating the wrong meal. I ate a piece of chicken or some shit, and I thought it was good, and it really wasn't good, and I lied to myself like it was good, and it hurt my stomach. Yeah, been there, done that. Not on that no more. If I don't like it, I don't like it. If I like it, I like it. So be real with yourself, man, on your journey, so you don't lose sight of what God is trying to give you. He gives you beautiful blessings. You just gotta hear His voice, you know. And if you don't hear His voice, then you're around the wrong frequency. You know, God like it when you're in isolation. That's when you could best hear His voice. When you're isolated, away. 3 bars on the phone. You got 3 bars to God now. You away from everybody. You by yourself. He can talk to you now. Ideas can come through. Answers to your situations and problems can be answered through this silence. So my vision right now, as I said before, is to continue to create safe havens for fellow artists and people in the world who are struggling with handling life and unexpectancies and distractions. Uh, Let these testimonies be your guide and your compass and navigation system to your success and through your problems. Because we all need clarity. We all need mental clarification. Shit, we can work together doing that by having conversation. Because conversation rules the nation, and it starts with you. It starts with me, and together we can bridge gaps that were broken. You did. So this has been art, business, and conversation. I pray that you get through whatever storm you're getting through, because on the other side is a sunny day. Peace be unto you. Peace be with you. And we just getting this thing started, guys. I'll see y'all later. Peace.